Many people struggle to know what words to place in the 7 keyword boxes when they load their books to KDP. In this video, I'll show you the techniques I use and what you can do to make sure your keywords are loaded successfully. Hi, my name is Romney Nelson and thank you very much for joining my video. So in today's video, I'm going to be talking about the 7 keywords that you place into your KDP book loading section when you need to sort of ensure that the right keywords are going to be ranked for when you have your book on Amazon. We all know that it's important to get the right keywords in your title and your subtitle. But what do we need to put into the 7 keyword boxes that Amazon KDP permits us to do? So what I want to do is actually show you some of the techniques and some of the programs, both free and paid, that you can use to make sure that you're using those right keywords. And do you use a single word? Do you use a phrase? What do you use? So let me jump onto my computer now and I'll share with you what I personally do. So what I've done is just jumped onto KDP, and this is where you would need to consider your 7 keywords when you're loading your book up for the section. So you'd normally, with the book title, you have Amazon really rank your keywords. So if we call it priority would be your book title. So make sure you do your research to include your keywords in the book title. Number 2 would be additional keywords in your subtitle. So any research you've done, just try and put them in there without it looking spammy as well, because you don't want to have just random words, journal, notebook, blank cover, journal, whatever it might be in your subtitle looks very spammy for customers. You would then go down to our, and remember, so description wise, Amazon don't sort of rank your keywords as part of your description. So it's only in your title, subtitle, and in these 7 keywords. So let's have a look at these 7 keywords. They provide you with an opportunity to add those extra words that you may not be able to include in your title or subtitle, but you would like to rank for. Some people like to use a singular word, others like to have more of a phrase, but it depends on the kind of book that you're creating and whether a single word would work better or whether a phrase would work better. So I'm going to show you a couple of really cool tools that you can use. We'll use the free way first, and then I'll show you a paid way, which could probably dig a little bit deeper as well, and show you what keywords are really, how they're ranking and how competitive they are. So let's go to Amazon, and I'll just find a book. Let's do a primary composition notebook. It's a competitive market, but I think if you drill down into a longer keyword, you could probably find something that you could compete for. So let's have a look. I've just written primary composition notebook for kids. It comes up with 807 results. So along with this video being saying you can use for your 7 keywords, I found a longer tail keyword and a really profitable niche that you might like to use. So here's an extra bonus for you. Let's have a look. Let's scroll down, and what we're looking for is a ASIN number, because there's a really great tool that I've found that I use myself, and it's called AmazonASIN.com. What we're looking for, is the ASIN number we can enter in this space here. So if we go to primary composition notebook, we're looking at ASIN starts with a B. So there's a couple, no. Here's one. It's a sponsored book that's ranking at 1,536. So that's ranking very well. It's doing very well. And it's only got 3 reviews as well. So let's copy this ASIN number. We go into our data insights. We enter that number, and it will bring up all the information that we need to enter these 7 keywords, and it really didn't take long at all. But I'll show you another method as well, which is important. So this will bring up our reviews. It's actually got 5 reviews there, whereas I think on this one I had 3. So that's interesting. 5 reviews. It shows you all the dimensions. It will show you the ratio of Amazon Amazon auto suggested keywords. So trending, auto suggests as well. How it's actually going in list quality, product potential, estimated revenue, and I think it's going to be like that revenue is much higher. If we look at the ranking, that's not going to be accurate. But what we're looking for here are these keywords. So these are the main keywords this book is actually ranking for. And it's a free tool. So we were able to get that really quickly. So what you do is get these keywords, if they are applicable to your book, we would copy that. We would then go to our keywords and we would simply paste. And you can do that for those keywords. You can do some research on other books and find out what keywords they're ranking for. So if you go back into our thing here, we would simply just try and find another book that, let's have a look. There's another one. We might have to go into another page, but example, this is not to do with primary composition notebook, but let's just have a look and see. It's in the Kindle store. So we want to try and find one that has the right one as well. So let's just go into the second page and have a quick look here. So it just takes a bit of time to load up. And we're just looking for the ASIN that starts with the B08 number. And I've just found one that was released on June 27. So we copy that, we go into Data Insights, we scroll up, we enter that number, we have a look at it, and we're actually ranking for. It might be too early given it was June, but it could be. So it gives us the price, all these details again. The keywords are still loading, so we'll have a look and see whether this may or may not be a good example, but we'll have a look. It's still loading, so I'll just wait for them. I'll just pause the video for you so I could wait for that to load up. It's got all those insights there, and these are the main keywords. So there we are, search volume, got them all there. So that is a really good tool. Now the other thing we can use to find our keywords that might be suitable is to just go up to the box here, and we want to find out what Amazon customers are actually searching for. So if we go primary composition notebook and we just do the spacebar, these are other keywords which customers are searching for. So this again will show us some extra keywords that could be really good for your book. Now this is ANZ Keyword Expander. This is a free Chrome extension, and then that gives you all the keywords before and after as well, or other. Again, this is another great way that you can find little book niches or longer tail keywords which you can use. But let's just say there's 20 of them. So you can add 7 of these keywords, whichever is applicable to your book. But there might be also some keywords in here you can do a bit of research on and find out if there's a profitable niche or a keyword that you can use for a future book. So that's a couple of great ways you can use that. We would simply just copy these words here. We would go and place them into our 7 keyword spaces, place it there. And that's how you use the free tools. Now the paid way, which could give you a better insight into it, would be to use Publisher Rocket. So Publisher Rocket, what we do is, I've just done a quick little search there, but basically Publisher Rocket is a one-off payment that you make. It's about under $100, but it's a one-off only, and they continue to do updates, and I use it all the time. And I'd highly recommend it if you're wanting to sort of scale, then use it. I'll leave a link below if it is of interest to you, but I certainly use it, and it's not a monthly subscription, just a one-off, which I find fantastic. So we would go into keyword search. We would just simply type, let's just even use this one. It's just an example, pure example. It might be very competitive, it may not, but I just wanted to give you for illustration purposes. So we plug in the keyword or what we want to look or search for, and Publisher Rocket will actually do a few things. It'll search for the competition. it will let us know how many searches are happening through Google and Amazon, and the competitive score. So for keywords, we're looking for a really low competitive score. The lower to 0, the better. If it goes to 100, it means it's super competitive and it's not worth sort of going there. So what you would do is just click on Analyze for any that are applicable. Probably not Space Ocean, but you could do them if you want to, and you could just, as an example's sake, but we could go through here, keep adding different bits in here. So if we wait for these results to come up, and you would simply copy those keywords and place them into your 7 keyword spaces. So just pause while this loaded. Let's have a look down the competitive score. This will serve 2 purposes. 1, to find out how competitive it is. Number 2, it could give you a great opportunity to go into another book niche that is not so competitive, and you can make some good revenue out of it. So we are looking for something that makes good money but is ranked low. So 50 is pretty good, 23 is even better, but if we look at this, it's got under 1,200 competitors, average monthly earning of 5,955. Its searches sort of under 100. It's okay, we'd probably prefer it to be higher. However, the competitive score is 50. And then what we would do, we click on competition, and then that would bring up different books that we could potentially compete against. Now, this is sort of going off track a little bit, but I just wanted to show you the power of use for your keywords, niche research, and using all that. So having a look at this book here, it's a primary composition notebook. It's a unicorn book. It's BSA about 200 in the world. It's got a low price, but it's got daily sales of $773 or monthly sales of over 17,000, nearly 18,000. So this is the power of Publisher Rocket. It'll bring up these ideas for you that you could potentially compete. Let's go back finally, just do a couple of last tips. So what is just copy and paste different keywords into these boxes here. So if we have a look at this here, the main things I want you to learn from this: don't list author names or anything like that. It's against the policies of KDP when you're putting your keywords in. Avoid that. You want to have keywords which are appropriate, which you want your book to rank for. There's no point putting gratitude journal as a keyword into this box if you don't want your book to rank in gratitude keyword. Niche. You just want to add your keywords which are applicable to your book, so you reach more customers. You can do, you can even have primary composition journal. That could be one. But remember, just use that data analytics tool here, and you can, enter the details. It's gone off a moment. Anyway. We saw it before. So what we wanted to do is make sure that here we are. We want to make sure we're getting as many strong keywords that are going to be ranking well for our book. And then we use those keywords and we place them into the boxes which we had. Sorry, it's a bit slow at the moment, all this stuff. So there we have it. I'm hoping that the free tool will really help, and the paid tool can also really assist you too. And there's a few different methods, but you'd probably be able to get enough from your the free things. But Publisher Rocket just gives you that extra opportunity to search and to do that. The keyword main words which you can include in your 7 keyword boxes. Hopefully that's helped you. So they're the 7 keyword strategies that I use, both those free ways, but also the paid ways. So it just depends on what subscriptions you might already have and whether you're utilizing those, what stage of your publishing business you're up to. And it's just a really good guide to be able to ensure that you're doing the right things when you're loading your book to Amazon, because you really don't want to have to go back in too often or too frequently to adjust those keywords. So I'm hoping this video was suitable and you liked it. So please make sure that you subscribe, you hit that notification bell and give me a thumbs up. because I want to be able to share more content that's going to help you with your KDP publishing business. So until the next video, I look forward to seeing you then.